Do you ever finish a book and then suddenly realize the author had been warning you all along? That's the power of subtle foreshadowing. Foreshadowing is one of those tools that's easy to overuse or to overlook entirely. But when it's done well, it adds tension, structure, and emotional payoff, all without the reader realizing what's happening until it clicks. Let's start with what foreshadowing actually is. It's just when you plant clues earlier in your story to hint at what's coming later. It builds anticipation, it creates satisfying twists, and it rewards your readers for paying attention. There are a few different types of foreshadowing. The most obvious is direct foreshadowing. That's when a character or the narrator just straight up tells you something big is coming. But more often, subtlety is your friend with this, and that's where indirect foreshadowing comes in. Think of small hints woven into dialogue, or a moment that seems unimportant until it pays off several chapters later. And then there's symbolic foreshadowing, when an object or an image carries a meaning that's significant for what's coming later. So how do we use foreshadowing effectively? Let's talk technique. One way to layer in subtle foreshadowing is through atmosphere. If your character is entering a room that's about to become a crime scene, maybe they notice how unusually quiet it is. Or maybe the dog won't go inside. Dialogue is another great way to hint. A character who jokes about betrayal might end up being the one who's committing it. Or maybe they're the one who gets betrayed. Even a character's habits can work as foreshadowing. If someone keeps checking the time obsessively, maybe that means time's running out for them, maybe literally. But subtle doesn't mean vague. Your foreshadowing should connect to the plot in a meaningful way. It should feel clever, not confusing, and definitely never random. A good rule of thumb is if it feels like a throwaway detail but becomes important later, that's foreshadowing working exactly like it should. And remember, you don't need to plant something in every single chapter. Too much foreshadowing just makes everything feel obvious. A little goes a long way.